Welcome to my channel JavaCharter. Sorry for the long gap since my last upload. I recently relocated to a new city for new job and settling into a both city and the role kept me quite busy. Recently, my company asked me to take interviews on certain topics, which gave me an idea. Why not share what's currently in demand for a senior Java interviews? In this video, I will cover key topics, breaking them down in relevant questions you might face in interviews. I hope this video will help you to prepare better and land your dream role. Let's get started. So the agenda of the today's the video is I will cover this the topics like JVM tuning and concurrency, front end architecture, RESTful web services and microservices, database expertise, messaging systems like Kafka and MQ, and cloud knowledge. So these are just the topics, guys. Remember, okay, you can explore the topics by your own, but yeah, these are what are currently in demand. Um, so if I talk about the JVM tuning and concurrency, so it's like mastering JVM and concurrency. So the it's a very first topic in this video, which focuses on optimizing Java performance and handling a complex multi-threading situations. So if I talk about a few questions, so you may encounter questions like what are the key JVM parameters you can tune for performance optimization. How does the Java concurrency API simplify the multi-threading in modern applications? What is compatible future? And how can it help in async programming? Then the questions like, can you describe a real world situation where JVM tuning improved application performance? Okay, next is we'll talk about the front end architecture. While backend skills are crucial, companies increasingly expect a Java professional to have an understanding of scalable and performance oriented front end technologies also. So the some of the questions to consider in this is like what are the some strategies for optimizing front end performances? How would you architect scalable UI components using the frameworks like React.js or AngularJS? How do you ensure a seamless integration between the front end and the backend services, which is very important? Okay, can you describe a scenario where poor front end design caused scalability issues and how you resolved it? Okay, moving to next is RESTful web services and microservices. So RESTful web services and microservices are very important for modern distributed systems, right? Companies want candidates who can architect a secure, scalable APIs. So some of the questions which coming on my mind are like, how do you implement a JWT based authentication in REST API? It's nothing but JSON Web Token. Okay, what are the best practices for designing an API gateway? Then how does a distributed tracing work and why is it is important in microservices? What are the challenges of scaling microservices and how do you address them? Okay, moving next is a database expertise. So this is again a very essential topic for interview. A solid understanding of database is critical for any senior Java role. From schema design to replicate strategies, this topic covers it all. Okay, so the questions you may encounter something like how do you design a scalable database schema for high traffic application? Okay, what are the differences between the sync and async replication? How can you optimize the ORM frameworks like Hibernate for better performance? Can you share an example of a database issue resolved and how? Okay, guys, keep this in mind. Moving next is a messaging system like Kafka and MQ. So messaging systems like Kafka and MQ are the core of event-driven architecture, and it's a very important topic nowadays in the interview. So these questions test your ability to handle a real-time data processing. Okay, so questions like what is Kafka and how does it handle the stream processing? Guys, in case if you haven't worked on real time messaging systems, you can tell to the interviewer that you have a knowledge but you haven't worked it practically. Okay, so then how would you configure Kafka for partitioning and replication in production environment? What are the pros and cons of using Kafka over traditional message queues? And then the question like can you describe a situation where Kafka streams help solve a business problem? Okay. Moving to our last topic, cloud knowledge. Cloud knowledge is it's very vital as companies migrate to cloud native architectures. Okay, from on premises systems to cloud based. So the questions I think which are important here is what are the main differences between the AWS and GCP for Java based applications. They can also ask about the Azure cloud. Okay, but I have just mentioned the concept here because it was given by the company. How would you design a fault tolerant architecture using cloud services? What is the role of container orchestration tools like Kubernetes in cloud deployments? Can you share an example of cloud based solutions you architected? Okay. That wraps up for today's videos on senior Java interview topics, guys. We have covered topics from JVM tuning to cloud knowledge. I hope these questions and insights will help you in your interview preparation. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel Java Charter. And drop your comments below to let me know which topics you would like me to cover in detail next. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next